Pisces, Sagittarius, Geminis, and Virgos, welcome to your monthly forecast reading, baby, okay? When it pertains to the month of August, yes, y'all, we are almost done with 2025, okay? We got a couple more months, okay? But we are almost done, yes. It's always the beginning, it's always the middle, and then it's always the end, where we go through like a lot of challenging energy, okay? And the only reason why we're going through all of this challenging energy, because y'all know damn well we are in retrograde season, okay? We have about, 4 or 5 planets that are in retrograde right now, and, you know, with this energy, we have a lot of people going through a lot of resetting, releasing, reminding, redoing, and I really feel like, you know, with this energy we need to just take it on in. But as many people are so fearful of retrogrades, we can learn and build and redirect our life in so many different other ways as well with retrogrades, okay, that many people don't ever see because they only look at retrogrades in ways to where it's like, oh my god, I'm scared, da, da, da. No, retrogrades shows us where we need to go back and rework before we bring in new, and that is the energy that came out for y'all, okay? So first things first, mutable signs, I love this energy that came out for y'all, okay? Y'all energy looks really beautiful for the month of August. It looks like it's definitely going to test y'all. Don't get me wrong. It's going to test y'all. August is definitely going to test you. But I feel like y'all are going to come out right on top. Y'all are going to come out on top, baby, okay? And that is what we want. So before we dive into the tarot cards, let's actually show and talk about the crystals of the month for y'all, okay? So these are going to be the crystals of the month for August for y'all. First things first, y'all got Ocean Jasper. Ocean Jasper, all right? This crystal is all about scheduling yourself in. The same way that you schedule that job in, those kids, those habits, that blunt, that alcohol, whatever, schedule yourself in, baby, okay? Schedule your needs, your desires, and your wants when it pertains to being like, I'm gonna call out, I don't want to go to this job, I don't want to hang out, I need to make sure that the same way that I'm putting all of this energy on my calendar, I'm on my calendar. I'm the priority, okay? So learn how to find time to schedule yourself in without overextending yourself or stressing yourself out for the month of August, okay? So Ocean Jasper, all right? Y'all also did get Unikite, and this one says live in the now. Live in the now, all right? Stop living in the past, which thinking that you can do the woulda, coulda, shouldas. Stop living in the past because you cannot change what has already happened. And then stop living in the future sometimes because that can create anxiety for us. Like, oh my God, when am I going to get married? When am I going to have this type of success? When is this going to happen? Let's live in the current present moment and let's be grateful for where we are at now. Let's make sure that we actually stop and look at all of the things that we have overcame from the past and what we can get excited for the future. That's how you work with that energy, okay? And what we are creating now that can help us when it pertains to going on along our journey, okay? So this one says live in the now, mutable signs for the month of August. You also did get Blue Lace Agate, okay? Blue Lace Agate. This one is find your calm. Find your calm this month, okay? Let's make sure that we are kind of fine. I'm going to actually tie this along with Celeste. I think this call is Celestite. This one, it says soothe your soul. So y'all already know once the blue crystals start coming out, this is going to be a time and this is going to be a month to where you will be working on that throat chakra, baby. But it's also those crystals that's going to bring that calmness and that clarity that we need, that peacefulness that we need, that soothing energy. And that's what I really want my mutable signs to make sure that you're embracing for the month of August, okay? How are you soothing your soul with Celestite? And also, how are you able to find your calm through the challenges, through the obstacles, and through the bullshit that August may bring your way, or even just what 2025 have been bringing your way, okay? How are you keeping yourself calm, centered, and certain? That's what I really want y'all to really focus on, okay? And then y'all also got Citrine. Okay, this one is bringing the light, bringing the joy, bringing the positivity, bringing the happiness, okay? I love Citrine. Such a positive, dope, creative, loving crystal, okay? So make sure that y'all are working with that. And then lastly, Labradorite. This one says see the magic. See the magic in who you are. See the magic in what you're creating. See the magic in what your future is about to start looking like, baby, okay? See the magic in everything that you just overcame from the past and who the fuck you are today. See the magic in the era and the chapter that you're about to step into when we step into August, baby, okay? So I love this energy, and mind you, this also came out as one of your surrender cards as well. Let's just get it out the way. Surrender to the magic of who you are. Surrender to the magic of who you are for the month of August. We all have magic in us, even in the smallest aspects of life. Remember that you are a magical being with a uniqueness that just simply comes from you, just being what? You, okay? So surrender to the magic that you bring into the world of who you are and what you bring to the motherfucking table, okay? Mutable signs, I really want y'all to work on. Let's dive into the lessons, okay? Let's dive into what these lessons and the lessons that you will be learning and going through and really having to embrace for the month of August, okay? First things first, change. Okay, y'all got I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. So y'all will be going through like a lot of change, whether it's mentally, physically, financially, spiritually, emotionally. This is going to be a month to where you have to learn how to embrace that change and move accordingly. Okay, a big lesson for y'all. Y'all also got failure coming out for y'all as well for the month of August. This one says I understand that a mistake is nothing but an opportunity to learn, so I can do better, I can move better, and I can reassess my energy better. Okay, so as I always say, don't ever look at anything as you failed. Look at that as that's just nothing but you gaining another lesson to do better, to renew better, to understand and learn better. That's all this energy is for you right now. Okay, y'all also did get relationships coming out, another major lesson. This one says, I am attracted to those people who serve my highest good. So relationships, whether it's with friends, lovers, co-workers, family members, relationships may be like very much key for y'all this month, to where either you will be cutting some people off or stepping into making some new friendships. Okay, you also did get adversity. All right, this one says, I accept that challenges are my best way to learn. Like I said, August is going to push you. She going to try y'all mutable signs, okay? She going to try you when it pertains to like, hey, have you grown there? Have you released that? Have you moved on from that? Have you healed from that? Adversity, baby, okay? Challenges is going to always be the best way that we learn, that we conquer, that we become successful, that we understand our strength, and that's what August is going to really help for my mutable babies, okay? That's exactly why success and abundance came out last, baby, okay? Because as you focus on overcoming those challenges, and not allowing those challenges to overcome your ass, success and abundance is right here waiting for you, baby, okay? So success, I know that there is no greater goal than to love and than to basically be successful. And then abundance, I am a limitless being and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. Okay, so I love this energy. I love the lessons that's coming out for y'all. Stepping into this energy, mutable signs. The first card that came out for y'all was the energy of justice. And y'all already know justice is ruled by Libra. Libra is ruled by the scales. So this is going to be a month to where you are getting yourself back into balance, baby, okay? You are being asked to let's learn how to be more self-aware and let's learn how to take more accountability in the month of August when it pertains to where we need to bring in more fairness, where we need to have more order, where we need to have more structure. This is going to be a month to where you are being asked to really work on your integrity, work on how you are pursuing things, but also needing to like manage and how you are controlling and moving through the month of August as well. Sometimes also with the justice card, some of y'all will be being asked to also work on any legal issues that y'all possibly could be having, okay? Let's make sure that we have a good lawyer, our documents together, A, B, C, D, okay? But with justice card coming out in the upright, I can say at least it looked like if y'all are going through legal issues, it may go in your favor. If you are learning and doing what you need to do to make sure that you're keeping yourself afloat and having everything together correctly, okay? This is also going to be a month, mutable signs, to where I see a lot of y'all transitioning or needing to transition away from a lot of bullshit out of your life. First things first, y'all got the Six of Swords coming out. So whenever the Six of Swords come out, mutable signs, y'all may be in this energy for the month of August of leaving something, saying goodbye to something, whether it's a person, place, a thing, or maybe even where you live. Some of y'all possibly could be moving somewhere new. So whenever the Six of Swords come out, get prepared to pivot. Get prepared to be like, you know what, I'm going a different direction. Or I'm going a different path in life that I actually want to explore. I may be a little scared, but it's like I want to embrace the unknown. That's what I really feel like is coming out for y'all, you know. So whenever the Six of Swords come out, this is the time to where I see a lot of y'all moving forward, embracing more calmness, embracing more to, going towards overcoming whatever hardship or battles that you are being asked to overcome. Some of y'all maybe even traveling this month, maybe taking a little mini vacation, Some of y'all need to like get away so you can kind of replenish and refresh yourself. So I love this energy. Like I said, also with the Five of Cups came out in reverse. The Five of Cups represent the energy of loss or losing something or having to mourn something or grieving something. So whenever the Five of Cups come out in reverse, August is going to be one of those months to where it's like, all right, once again, just like the Six of Swords, how are we moving forward, mutable signs? How are we letting go? How are we finding ways to move on and maybe even accept what we have to accept in whatever situation that could be, whether it's you breaking up, leaving a job, quitting a job or getting fired from a job, whether this is you leaving a friendship or maybe moving somewhere new. How are you having or learning the energy of forgiveness? How are you embracing the energy of acceptance? How are you finding ways to lift your head up and start moving forward towards, all right, I have to learn how to keep going. That's what you have to ask yourself. That even goes into why the Tower came out in reverse. The Tower represents destruction. It represents something that needs to come to an end. But whenever this card comes out in reverse, I really feel like mutable signs, August is going to be one of those months to where it's like you cannot be resistant. You cannot be resistant towards the change that's going to happen in your life. You cannot be, resistant towards the things that you have to accept or even face in the month of August, okay? August is really going to tap that ass, like I keep telling y'all, okay? And it's going to tap that ass because it's like, stop delaying the inevitable. Stop delaying where you have to pivot. Stop delaying what you have to let go. Stop delaying what you have to embrace. And learn how to just surrender, okay? So you can make sure that you're moving in the best way possible for you. So with the Judgment card coming out, y'all will be doing some heavy reevaluating. And one thing I love about the Judgment card is that this card is all about leveling up. Because whenever the Judgment card comes out, this is the time to where Spirit is calling us out to do a self-evaluation, to become more self-aware, to take accountability, okay? To where we need to focus on being more decisive instead of being indecisive, okay? So whenever the Judgment card comes out, how are we needing to level up? So August is going to be one of those months where we are doing heavy re-evaluating, heavy releasing. This is why I feel like that Mercury retrograde energy is going to affect y'all a little, it's going to be affecting y'all when it pertains to redirection and, realigning and putting yourself in new paths and new spaces. And one thing I really, redirection, first of all, is going to be very much key for y'all. Let's just say that, because y'all did get the Chariot card coming out in reverse. Chariot is all about going down a specific path or going down the correct way. But I do feel like whenever the Chariot card comes out in reverse, mutable signs, some of y'all may feel very vulnerable in the month of August because you may not know where to go or what to do. Some of y'all will be feeling lost. Some of y'all will be feeling like you're not progressing enough, or maybe feeling like you're powerless or kind of being blocked by obstacles. So this is why I really feel like August is going to be one of those months to where it's like, how are you taking back control? How are you releasing yourself from these obstacles and challenges that may be in your way? How are you finding solutions towards these problems, okay? You have to ask yourself so you make sure that you're not looking like this. Eight of Swords, all roped up, all blindfolded, can't move, restricting yourself, feeling powerless. How are you getting and gaining back your strength? Gaining and getting back your power. So with the Eight of Swords in reverse, mutable signs, don't be afraid of freedom in the month of August. Don't be afraid to explore in the month of August. Don't be afraid to just kind of be like, you know what? It's okay to move on. It's okay to be by myself. It's okay to even be independent, because that's another strong energy that came out for y'all. Y'all have to learn how to be independent. I really feel like August is going to be one of those months where it's like, y'all have to learn how to stand on your own 2 feet. Especially with the Nine of Pentacles coming out reverse. The Nine of Pentacles is the independent card. But whenever the Nine of Pentacles come out reverse, I feel like right now, mutable signs, August is going to really show you where you need to learn how to depend on yourself, where you need to be strong for yourself, how you need to learn how to start investing into yourself and the things that bring you the peace and joy and calmness that you need, okay? That's exactly also why the King of Wands came out. All right, the King of Wands is going to show you how you need to really work on your leadership skills, your discipline skills, your forcefulness skills, your ambition skills, okay? Y'all are being learned how to, let's work on being more in charge. How are we being more in charge in the month of August? Mutable signs, that's what you have to ask yourself. That's also why the Queen of Wands came out in reverse. I really need y'all to really work on your self-esteem and your self-worth and stop beating up on yourself in the month of August, okay? Realize that you are valuable. Realize that you are needed. And let's stop sitting in this energy to where you're dimming your light or dimming your fire. It's time to turn the motherfucking heat up, okay? That's exactly why the Ten of Wands came out in reverse. No longer carrying the responsibilities and the emotional baggage and the trauma and pain. Whenever the Ten of Wands come out in reverse, it's like, it's time for me to release. It's time for me to let go of carrying all of this heavy weight. It's time for me to start doing what's best for me when it pertains to what's making me happy. So with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, August is going to be one of those months to where, like I said, y'all are being asked to change up your routine, change up your patterns, change up what you're investing into. This is a great time to make sure that you're not being impulsive as well and not just rushing into anything, but moving accordingly and moving at your own pace. That's exactly why the Knight of Wands came out in reverse as well. With the Knight of Wands in reverse, mutable signs, I need y'all to really make sure that you're not moving arrogantly. You're not giving yourself false promises like, okay, I'm going to start that business, or I'm going to do this, or I'm going to pursue this, but not actually putting no action behind it. Whenever the Knight of Wands come out in reverse, August is going to be one of those months to where it's like, let's find our passion again, but let's make sure that we're investing into our passion correctly and discipline with consistency and with motivation. That's what I need to really work on, okay? That's exactly why the Magician, the Page of Pentacles, and the Page of Cups came out for y'all. August is going to really be like a month where I see y'all winning a lot. Y'all will be diving into some new hobbies, new skills, new jobs. Some of y'all could be upping your money. Some of y'all could be stepping into like a new investment. Some of y'all could be getting a new promotion, or business could be booming. Maybe some opportunities or sponsorships or partnerships coming your way. Once you learn how to step into your willpower and your creativity, okay, once you start learning that you bring motherfucking value to the table, and you understand your magic, you understand, your worth. I can start seeing, even with the Ace of Cups coming in, some of y'all may be stepping into some new love situations. Some of y'all may be stepping into some new energies to where you're able to pour into the things that you actually want to start seeing it blossom into your life. Y'all just have to first get your life into order and get yourself back into balance with the Justice card coming out first. Okay, so Mutable signs, I love this energy that came out for y'all. Y'all are just being asked to really work on your fire. And with this self-care card, this one says connect with fire. Okay, so some of y'all will be connecting with fire in the month of August when it pertains to some self-care tips. Whether this is maybe going camping, whether maybe this is whether you want to burn some things away. Maybe if this is what you just want to kind of like focus on peacefulness, connecting with fire is going to be very much key. Whether it's creatively, whether it's physically, whether it's spiritually, this is the time to where you are being asked to light yourself up. Okay, in many ways to where you can get yourself growing and flowing. Y'all also did get beauty ritual. Some of y'all may be stepping up your beauty or your self-appearance in the month of August. Okay, maybe changing up your hair, changing up your style, maybe doing your nails, maybe doing something that can kind of make you feel beautiful as an individual. Okay, for some more self-care tips, create some art. Do something creative. Maybe go to a painting class, go draw, go color. Maybe go do something that you want to sew something. Okay, fashion, makeup, whatever. Create art. Okay, y'all also did get sound healing. Whether you want to sound heal with some sound bowls, whether you want to listen to some peaceful music or your favorite artist, do some sound healing, all right? Clear your energy field, which I take this as well as clear your environment out. Some of y'all need to really change up your environment, throw out some old clothes, throw out some energy that just may be feeling, cramped up in your room, cramped up in your house. Let go. Cleanse, reset this energy. We are about to step into a new month, so you already know. Whenever it's the first Sunday or whenever it's the first of the month, open those doors, sweep, let some good aromas in the air. Okay, open those windows. This is a great time to make sure that you're blowing cinnamon in your house and say an affirmation. So this is a great time to really just make sure that you're connecting and doing those type of things. When it pertains to what you need to surrender to, I need you to surrender to success. Stop looking back at previous roadblocks or the past and start looking into the energy of what you are wanting to leap into in the month of August. Surrender to silence, which I feel like is coming out a lot for y'all because, like I said, calmness, peace, sound healing. Silence is going to be very much key for y'all to where it's like, okay, don't be afraid to sit in silence. Don't be afraid to kind of turn off your thoughts and turn off social media and turn off the music and just kind of be with self. Okay, or even if you want to turn on music and just sit in that type of silence. Okay, surrender to trust. Surrender to trusting yourself, trusting your path, trusting your decisions, trusting how you are moving, and then surrender to the habit of people pleasing. No longer people pleasing, okay? And then lastly, for your spiritual work advice, your environment. Once again, some of y'all could be moving. Some of y'all need to change up your environment. Some of y'all need to maybe plant some more seeds, change up your furniture, change up the energy or the colors in your environment. Your angels are going to be heavily centered around you for the month of August, guiding you, protecting you, honoring you, showing you where you need to protect yourself and, lead with more decisiveness instead of indecisiveness. Y'all also got detox. Like I said, y'all will be detoxing a lot. Your area, yourself, your environment, your relationships, okay? So don't be afraid to cleanse and purge. Y'all also got spiritual relationships and contracts coming out. Like I said, relationships are going to be very much key for y'all to where y'all need balance when it pertains to who you are connecting with and who's on the same level with you or able to actually be a good friend or great lover in your life, okay? Y'all also got butterfly. Breaking through your limits, baby, okay? That's what the overall theme for this reading is for y'all. Breaking through your limits and finding your strength to explore, expand, and elevate. Okay? And then lastly, past lives. Complete your unfinished business. Some of y'all will be going back to old things, old goals, old businesses, old creative ideas to where you may want to spark that up or maybe, pursue it, build it back up so you can kind of go back into finishing that or complete your unfinished business also can represent the energy of maybe having to go back to the past and find closure. Go back to the past and move on from something. End something completely, okay? So some of y'all have some unfinished business as far as it's time to get back to work with something. And some of y'all have unfinished business when it pertains to it's time to end something and move on from something, okay? Mutable signs, I love this energy that came out for y'all, okay? Find your willpower, step into your strength, and understand, baby, it's time for your breakthrough, okay? And in order to break through, you have to let go of these limitations that's being centered around you, okay? Mutable signs, please make sure that y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see y'all asses, what? Next month. Love y'all. Bye.